Hey folks, this is BestInSlot with some brand new news for Jurassic World Evolution 2, which just sounds weird to me still. Taking all this from the new Jurassic World Evolution 2 website, which I'll link down below. We've got information about how many species we're going to have, about game modes, new game modes, which is really cool, about the actors in the campaign, a bunch of really exciting stuff. Let's get started. So we've just broken this down into little bits, we'll go through it bit by bit. Players will leave the Muertes archipelago for the first time and build their own authentic Jurassic worlds across diverse new environments, from dense forest to scorched deserts, in efforts to conserve and contain more than 75 prehistoric species. So the game's going to launch with, say, 77 species, something like that. And as of course we've already seen from the trailer and from the screenshots, we're not just building in Muertes anymore, we're not just building in tropical, we've got sort of like a boreal looking atmosphere, we've got like a deserty sort of atmosphere. Those are the two we've seen so far, plus we will have the return of the tropical, so we've got at least 3, maybe 1 or 2 more, we'll have to wait and see. 75 prehistoric species at least. Now I don't think every dinosaur from the past game is going to make it over into the new one. There were, I think, 69 dinosaurs, something like that, by the end of the first game. And considering we already have 2 new dinosaurs in Coelophysis and Amargasaurus, plus the Mosasaurus, that's 3, not a dinosaur, but you know what I mean, plus new flying creatures as well, and I'd assume more than the Mosasaurus. I'd assume maybe a Tylosaurus and a Plesiosaurus, Ichthyosaurus, stuff like that, maybe a bunch of new flying and marine reptiles, means that the number would probably be above 80, above 90. That said, we did have with the original Jurassic World Evolution, and I distinctly remember this, we had articles saying there were more than 30 dinosaurs, and it launched with 40 something, so you never know, maybe they're just downplaying it for now. With a brand new immersive narrative campaign voiced by cast members from across the Jurassic World film franchise, exciting new features, 4 engaging game modes, and an enhanced and expanded roster of dinosaurs, Jurassic World Evolution 2 provides fans with everything they need to create authentic and compelling Jurassic World experiences. Now we have more information on all of that, so we're going to move forward. Nice little Coelophysis there, popping his head up though. How you doing? Based on Universal Pictures' blockbuster film franchise and created in collaboration with Universal Games and digital platforms, Jurassic World Evolution 2 builds upon the groundbreaking and beloved 2018 dinosaur park management simulation. Whew. It offers players a thrilling front seat as they take charge of one of the greatest theme parks of all time. Again, more information on all of this in a second. Here we go. In Jurassic World Evolution 2, players dive into an original single-player campaign featuring iconic film actors reprising their roles. Join Dr. Ian Malcolm, voiced by Jeff Goldblum, and Claire Dearing, voiced by Bryce Dallas Howard. That's really cool, she was not in the original game outside of the DLC. In an immersive and exciting narrative experience set after the earth-shattering events of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And that's why we're out there in the open world, we're in all these different environments. Dinosaurs and genetic power has spread around the planet. That really gives Jurassic World Evolution 2 carte blanche to just do whatever they want in whatever environment they want. They've got an entire world at their fingertips. A Jurassic World, you might say. So sorry. Now this is really exciting. Chaos Theory Mode is another major addition. It offers a reimagined take on pivotal moments from the Jurassic World film franchise as players strive to make their own mark and change the course of events. Elsewhere, for those looking to unleash their creativity, Sandbox Modes Sandbox Mode delivers everything players need to create their perfect park, while Challenge Mode tests their mastery of the game. So last time the game launched we had the default campaign and we had Sandbox Mode. Challenge Mode came in later on and rewarded skins and stuff like that, so we'll have to see if it's going to reward stuff this time as well. And this time it's coming in by default, so we already have more game modes, but then we've got a 4th, Chaos Theory Mode, which sounds incredible. I will of course do a video talking just about Chaos Theory Mode in the next week or so, but it sounds really cool. A reimagined take on pivotal moments from the Jurassic World film franchise, as players strive to make their own mark and change the course of events. Now I am hoping by Jurassic World film franchise it also means Jurassic Park. That would be nice, but even if it is just Jurassic World, I can see this being really cool. Basically, we're going to get events from the films, and we have to handle it differently. Change the course of events. Change the course of history, my friends. So it'll be things like maybe manage your Dimorphodons and Pteranodons and Indominus Rex better so they never break out in Jurassic World, or evacuate the dinosaurs properly, evacuate the Brachiosaurus before the volcanic eruption in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, stuff like that. It reminds me a little bit thinking of, say, the Jurassic Park Operation Genesis missions mode, and I'm hoping it takes some cues from that, in that it won't just be about park building, but maybe there'll be missions where we just have to go around in our ranger vehicle, just tranquilize dinosaurs, herd dinosaurs, just mix up the gameplay a little bit. That'd be really cool. Very exciting, can't wait to talk more about that in the future anyway. And finally, across all modes, we've dramatically improved our signature management and construction gameplay to give players everything needed to create their ultimate Jurassic worlds. Whether it's deeper management tools and creative options, fresh buildings to construct and customize, I mentioned this in the last video, or handy shortcuts to make life easier. Does this mean P for path? Nick, please, P for path. In Jurassic World Evolution 2, players can truly flex their managerial muscle. Launches in late 2021, I'm going to guess December, on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4 and Xbox One. Available to everyone unless you just play on the Switch, in which case you'll probably get it, but probably in about 2 years. And probably only on the more powerful Switch. Anyway, so this is really exciting as well. Of course, this is what, for me personally, was the biggest thing I wanted to see in Evolution, was deeper creative tools. And deeper management as well. The management in Evolution was a little bit more shallow than I think we expected. Fresh buildings to construct and customize, we talked about that in the last video. I did suspect the buildings looked like they might be paintable, like you might be able to change the colour scheme of them. Looks like that might well be the case. But just generally more creative options, more foliage options, more decoration options for our exhibits, more decoration options for our park. All that kind of stuff is hyper necessary to make this game longer lasting than the original, because that's the stuff that kills your time, and I mean that in the best way. You know, you build a new Triceratops habitat in Evolution, and it can be a beautiful thing, don't get me wrong, and I do adore Evolution. But once you've built it, it's kind of left there to kind of do its own thing, generally speaking. Whereas if we had more creative options, you can go in and you can mess around for a long time, make it as detailed and as exciting as you want it to look. We've seen what looks to be some interesting custom fences as well. That might even factor into it a little bit, but we shall have to see. Either way, that's it for the information from the website. If we find out anything else, of course, I'll bring it to you right here on the channel ASAP. As ASAP possible, ASAP as possible, as soon as possible. I'm going to bring it you ASAP. I'm just so excited, honestly, and I'm going to consume every little bit of information like a greedy little goose. We will talk a bit more about Chaos Mode, that sounds incredible, and a bunch of other things as well. So stick around on the channel, subscribe for lots more speculation and talk about Evolution 2, and of course, eventually, some gameplay. Oh yeah. Thanks for joining me, cheers much as always, bye-bye.
Reaching out.